What is good, Ninja? OJ over here from PlayerEssence, and welcome to the PE Nintendo Switch and Gaming News video. Today we have some awesome information as we go forth through this crazy hybrid device that Nintendo has put out. So much good stuff being revealed, a lot of great information, so let's go ahead and get right into it. NBA 2K18 on the Nintendo Switch. We've got some details on this version specifically. So, it will have a 25GB file size, the retail version will be soon after the digital, and it will have same-day updates as the PS4 and Xbox One versions, which is big with this type of game. Now, the Nintendo Switch version will take up to 25GB, like we've stated here. Updates will be made the same day as the other versions. Now, this is something that hasn't happened in every single, I guess, like Nintendo Switch game, to where updates couldn't come. For example, what was it? It was NBA Playgrounds. Like, we couldn't get updates the same day. There was some issues according to the developers as far as getting updates, the sizes of those updates. So it seems like Nintendo has advanced things from that point as far as their internal services when it comes to updates on the Nintendo Switch. So that is very key and vital information for third-party developers to know that they can take advantage of that as far as when they update their game on PS4 and Xbox One. You can do the same thing on the Nintendo Switch. Now, the retail version will be a couple days later than the digital version. So for those who don't know, if you're planning on getting NBA 2K18 on the Nintendo Switch, it'll only be digital. So you're probably going to need, or I would say, yeah, you're going to need an SD card, a micro SD card of any size, pretty much above what they sell. I think the minimum is 32 maybe, I'm not 100% sure. I have like a 200 something gigabyte memory card, so you're probably going to need a bigger memory card if you want to get this game digital on launch date. Now, it'll come soon after as far as the physical version. Now, if you get that physical version with the Nintendo Switch, unlike PS4, Xbox One, and PC, those ones fill up your hard drive. Physical versions on the Nintendo Switch with the cartridge do not. All you have to do is have enough space for the save file. So if you want to save that space, or if you don't have that memory card, you might want to wait for the physical version. If you're good with just getting it digitally and you want to have it on your system at all times, then go ahead and snap up the digital version of the game. Now, here's another cool thing about the title on Nintendo Switch. You can port your NBA 2K18 My Player from the PS4 and Xbox One, which I don't know what type of transferring data that they're going to be using, but the fact that they're giving people the option. So this is actually really cool, especially if you have someone who's trying to, let's say they're playing the game on PS4 and Xbox One, and then they go on the go and they want to import their data over to the Switch version. So I mean, you have to buy both versions, but at the same time, that's pretty cool. But I guess that's the reason why Nintendo Switch is a hybrid. You can play it at home and you can play it on the go. But just in case for those who do want to do that for whatever reason, so maybe it'd be for those who predominantly use the Nintendo Switch as a portable device. So really cool. More functionality is always better functionality for the most part as far as putting in extra things. And while I'm not super hyped about NBA 2K18 for the Nintendo Switch because I stopped playing basketball games a long time ago, I'm a big basketball fan, but I just don't feel like playing basketball games. It's good for those who are really looking for the full experience on the Nintendo Switch. Now, we still need to wait and see about frame rate, resolution, and all of that, but overall, it does have a lot of the features, if not all of the features of the PS4 and Xbox One versions. Alright, and moving on to the next article here. Square Enix's TGS 2017 lineup has been revealed, and Project Octopath Traveler news will be coming with a stage show. So I'm really excited about this. Let's get into this article here. So Square Enix did announce Project Octopath Traveler for Switch's big reveal event back in January. However, there hasn't been much information outside of that small trailer that we got. However, that will be changing. Square Enix has opened its official website for the Tokyo Game Show, and you can check that out in the description below. And the page already contains a listing for the company's lineup for the show, and Project Octopath Traveler is right there listed for it. Now, there is a ton of games that they're going to be talking about. Final Fantasy NT, Dragon Quest X, The 5,000-Year Journey to the Distant Homeland Online, The Evil Within 2, because they will be publishing that game in Japan. We also have a ton of Final Fantasy mobile games, Final Fantasy 15, Final Fantasy 14 Online. We have Imperial Saga, Lost Sphere, which is going to be on the Nintendo Switch and probably going to be pretty good. We also have Secret of Mana as well, PS Vita, PS4, and PC. Plus, there's going to be Project Octopath Traveler, as it says right there. Now, here's the cool thing about Project Octopath Traveler. It will have a stage show at TGS on September 23rd at 9:55 a.m. JST. We should finally be hearing more about the game then. And this is something that I've been waiting for quite some time. Now, for those who don't know about this game, or maybe you're unsure about it. This game is from the same developers who made Bravely Default and Bravely Default 2. So they are fantastic developers. They've also made some of the best engines out there. The Yeevis 3, games like Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2 for the Nintendo Switch uses their engine, as far as the same developers who made Bravely Default and who are making Project Octopath Traveler. Alright, so these guys are very technically inclined. They know what they're doing. They know how to make great games, but in addition to that, they can make some great engines. They also made the same engine that Dark Souls 3 is on as well. So they're pretty talented whether it comes to making middleware engines or making titles. They know what they're doing, and they're making this game right here, Project Octopath Traveler, and I'm really excited to get some coverage of this game. This is one of my most anticipated titles for the Nintendo Switch, just because I absolutely loved Bravely Default on the 3DS. It's easily one of the top 10 games on that system in my opinion. The story is phenomenal, and that's what I'm expecting with Project Octopath. I'm expecting a great tight combat system in addition to a fantastic story and great visuals, because that game is unique. It's such like a 3D, 2D art, like I don't even know how to explain it really, but it looks fantastic. Obviously there's a lot of advanced techniques going on. If you saw that clip that was in the game with the fire and everything, so looking forward to this one. This is probably going to be the highlight of Tokyo Game Show for me, to actually see what this game is about. They're going to have a stage show. So what do you guys think about Project Octopath Traveler for the Nintendo Switch? Are you looking forward to it? And what games are you looking forward to when it comes to the Tokyo Game Show from Square Enix? Let me know in the comment section below. Alright, and moving on to the last article here, and this is a 100% rumor, so please take it that way. Do not take it as it's fact. This is a rumor. So a Spanish retailer has listed Fallout 4 Game of the Year Edition for the Nintendo Switch, as you can see right here from this listing, and it says that Fallout 4 Game of the Year Edition will be coming to Nintendo Switch. I think it's a Spanish listing site from what I understand, but based on the past history when it comes to these listings, a lot of them have been right, whether it's the Telltale games or other games that have been talked about when it comes to the Nintendo Switch. They have been right. Now, what we do know as far as official confirmed facts is that Bethesda is on board with the Nintendo Switch. We do know that they're bringing Skyrim out for the system, and they said that they would love to work with Nintendo on other titles as far as going forward in the future. So could Fallout come to Nintendo Switch? Absolutely, because Skyrim is coming to Nintendo Switch. There's been a very positive response to Skyrim on the system. They did some nice extras and additions for Nintendo on that version of the game. It's looking nice and crisp. We've got some gameplay of it running in the portable mode. It just looks great. It runs great. It has some nice features with the motion controls, in addition to amiibo support, to where you can have Link and the Hylian shield, in addition to the Master Sword as well, and the Breath of the Wild outfit. So I can definitely see them, if they wanted to, I can definitely see them bringing over Fallout and getting some more costumes in there with amiibo support and getting some other things in there. Now, I already have Fallout 4 on PC in addition to on Xbox One. Now, I don't have the Game of the Year editions, and the Game of the Year edition comes with all of the extra content. So if they did bring it to the Nintendo Switch, I think a lot of people would still want it. A lot of people would really like to have that game, and I would buy it again for the third time. Although the Xbox One version, I bought that for like $15. It was super cheap, so I'm not complaining about that one. Although the PC version that I bought, that was $60. So if they brought it over to Nintendo Switch, I think it would be a welcome addition. These type of huge RPGs that have so much content, it's kind of a little monotonous and kind of boring sitting in front of the computer screen or sitting in front of the TV every time. Being able to lie down and just tackle the games that way is much more enjoyable to me as far as big, long RPGs like this. So I'm really hoping this does come over. I have no idea if this is going to be real. Remember, this is a rumor. It's not a rumor that they're listing it. That's confirmed fact that they are listing it from this website. It's just a rumor that if it's actually going to come. So just know that. It's not a rumor that the listing is there. The listing was there in Spring Cap. It's just a rumor if it's actually going to come. So we'll see about this. Obviously, a lot of the retail listings have been correct when it comes to Nintendo Switch and games being announced, but we still need to wait for the official word from Bethesda as far as what's going on there. But I think that Skyrim is going to do very well on the Nintendo Switch. I think it's going to sell. I think people are going to like it. So I can definitely see them bringing over Fallout at some point. Alright guys, that wraps it up for this video here. Go ahead and check out the links in the description below. We've got Facebook, we've got Twitter. Go ahead and give us a like and a follow on our social media. Really helps us spread the content of PlayerEssence across the interwebs in addition to YouTube. Also make sure you check out our Patreon page. Pledge any tier and be entered to win some awesome prizes each month. In addition to that, we have Discord voice chat and $10 prize eShop tournaments for Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, Splatoon 2, and more. So support PE Live and PE Arena right here on PlayerEssence. Also, make sure you hit that like button if you did like this video. Lets me know you guys want more content like this going forward in the future. And subscribe to PlayerEssence for the latest news, reviews, discussions, and more. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll catch you ninja for the next video. Peace.